is by Sabrina Claudio. Sabrina seems to never take a break. She put out her last album, went on tour, got back in the studio, started a new tour, and released her second album, Truth Is. Has no time off had an effect on the quality of her music? Here's our honest review of Trust Is by Sabrina Claudio.
Truth Is by Sabrina Claudio.
Yes, sir.
Did you know she was coming out with something new?
No. When you sent it to me, I was just like, another one?
Yeah, I know, right? Just like Khaled, right?
Yeah.
I was just like, man, she just don't stop, man. How you feel about this album artwork, man?
I actually thought it was pretty cool. I like the images of like all the art around her and everything, and I just think it's a real dope shot. And what she's wearing kind of goes along with the photo, so I thought it was a cool image.
Yeah, the dress is really nice. I like when people take these pictures of dresses that are like absolutely too big. You probably just put it on, walk like 20 feet to the set, took pictures, and then
Took it right off.
take it right back off. There's no way you're walking around with that on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering who these people in the pictures are. Are they family members? Are they fans? Like, I didn't get the idea. Or maybe these are some of the people that hurt her and she hurt. I don't know.
Yeah.
Based on the album being called Truth Is.
Right.
The flow of this album, man, this is Sabrina Claudio kind of just doing what she's known for, tapping into this really soulful place that I don't feel like a lot of other artists managed to get to.
This is light your room up with incense and candle music. Most definitely.
Highlights, man. Look, Take One to the Head is nuts. Like, I love it. The beat is really dope. It kind of has this eerie writing style that you would hear from somebody like Billie Eilish. But tapping way more into the soulfulness of it. Yeah. And like, she's just talking about the love from this person being as bad as like taking a shot, like, and you know, and them being venom and poison. And I was just like, man, that's some really, really dope writing. Hurt people. I feel like I've never heard somebody write the fact of people saying, like, I like the term hurt people, but this was a really dope way of writing it out in lyric form. Like, I was just like really deeply engaged into the way she wrote it. Like, man, they're going into really detailed mindsets of like what you're going through in your head when stuff like this is happening.
Right.
Me and Her is another dope song. Like, there's a lot of jealous, I'm not over my ex, but I'm over my ex,
but that's
type music throughout this project. And Me and Her is another dope one. I thought that's a really well written song. The writing on this album is really good. As Long as You're Asleep is actually funny to me because it's like, who would ever think of that way of explaining like feeling somebody stepping out on them? Like, you're stepping out on me, but as long as you sleep, I'm good because you ain't doing nothing.
Yep.
It's just like, what? But it's still an interesting song. I love the way she wrote that one. Problem With You, I love that song. Really well written song. Again, Holding the Gun is nuts. I felt like that maybe not I felt like the album should have ended with Problem With You.
Okay.
And then Truth Is, the Spanish version, is more of an acoustic version as well. And she does a really good job of expressing like the empathy and the emotion that you're feeling throughout the whole album too, not just these songs.
Yeah, most definitely. Take One to the Head. I was just like, all right, that's how we starting this. This is what's up. Dope writing and everything. Truth Is kept the formula going really, really smooth. Rumors is one of my standouts just because of the way it sounds. I think her and Zane did a great job. Zane did a great job performing together on that. Really nice duet. I'm with you on Hurt People. That was just a really dope way to write it. On My Shoulders, I enjoyed the sound of it and vibe of it a lot. I didn't mean to. I really enjoyed Me and Her. That was fire as well. Holding the Gun, I thought was just really dope with the words and the melody to it, and I just thought it just really sounded great. And Truth Is Spanish version, like you said, brought a nice acoustic vibe to it. And I mean, just the whole highlight of the album to me is really the writing, because the writing really kept this album meta together.
Lowlights, man. I really have one main lowlight, Rumors. I was not rocking with it. Nope, not feeling it, not even a little bit. It's not badly written. I like the way it's written. It's written very well. You know, there's rumors. Who he said, she said. How can we make these rumors a reality? I like the whole idea of it, but I'm not a fan of the beat. This was my least favorite song on the project. And then Holding the Gun, I like I like the song. You have to repeat yourself because people mishear what you said.
Yeah.
I love the song, as a matter of fact. I just don't feel like anybody should feel like that. Please, in real life.
Okay, that's fair.
It's just the song, guys. Do not feel like that. Like, I'm willing to take the bullet, even if you're the one holding the gun. Like, it's deep. I like it, but I mean, shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, the only
don't take that literally.
Like,
think you have to be able to break down the lyrics.
This
ain't for like the like unmentally stable.
I feel you which is a very great point to make.
It's a metaphor. It's not
literal.
Serious. Yeah, it's not literal. So please don't take it at face value. Hopefully you're smart enough to break that down.
My only little light with this album is the fact that I'm not gonna say like her vocals all sound the same, but they're along the same realm. Like, if it wasn't for the writing in this album, I probably would have tuned out. And I say that because the writing is so strong when you listen to the lyrics and what she's talking about. But when I'm listening to the album over again, I'm noticing that with her vocals, there's not really much different, I would say. And that's like not trying to take a dig at her vocals or anything like that, but just with the versatility, like, I'm loving the writing side of her, but I'm wondering what else she can do vocally. So that I can't help but think that when listening to this album, it's just that fact that she sings similar on, throughout this album and everything like that.
Final thoughts, man. Look, I feel like Sabrina Claudio is not as big as she could be yet. I feel like she could be that next J-Lo-esque artist. I feel like she could kind of take that role of the huge, like, Puerto Rican Cuban artist.
Okay.
She has the look for it. She has a great singing voice. I don't know if she's as into the acting or anything like that, but I feel like she's primed to be able to take a huge position in like that role of music. But there's just something that she has that a lot of artists just don't seem to be able to tap into, and that's the amount of emotion and feeling that she taps into when she sings her songs. And then not only that, whoever's engineering her has a really nice way of blending like her regular singing voice with a slightly higher singing voice to make like one blend throughout the whole track.
Yeah.
As you said, it does sound similar from song to song, but it's something that I don't hear as far as the sound for anybody else as well. Yeah. So I feel like that also works to her benefit.
Yeah, I really feel like she stands out, as you said, and I feel like, with this project, we get another layer of just how deep she can get into with her music, just the wavelength and everything like that. Like, I don't think anybody else in tapping into the artistry like she is. Like, you really feel like it's coming from her own realm, her own space, and I think that you get that with this album. It's very, very like, like I said, incense and candle music. It's just something to chill back and relax to.
Bubble bath too. Bubble bath music.
Yeah, bubble bath.
Final grade, man. Look, this is an easy one. I like when we get albums that I actually like that I don't have to talk bad about. Sabrina Claudio gets a check from me. She's been really consistent since the first time we've heard her music. She's like the duet queen. I feel like she dropped the ball on this duet with Zayn. But aside from that, though, usually you get a duet with Sabrina Claudio, and that joint is about to be fire. And shout out to her, man, because this is some really good quality music. Just to think, like, she, like you said, like the bio said, like, she finished the tour, finished the album, got back on tour, and just put the album out. Like, and I watched like a couple of the blogs of her from state to state, and like, man, just to seeing like the fans' excitement, the band's excitement while they were getting ready to do the shows, and it looked like a fun environment.
Well, she might sound like live.
Yeah, yeah, she was singing "As Long as You're Asleep" live, and man, it sounded
that
just
might
as good.
bring a whole nother like vibe to this, like, studio version.
Super
I didn't
emo.
think about that.
Super
emo.
emo.
But with a live band and everything, I could see her rocking that. But yeah, I give it a check as well.
That's, you got to bring tissues to the concert.
I give it a check as well. I feel like, this is definitely a project worth listening to, and y'all watch out for Sabrina Claudio, man.